Page 4, Jesus, Lover of My Soul. This is another piece in 3/4 time. It does not have a pickup, so we'll start on beat 1. Just a few things to point out here. You're in C position in both hands. The left hand has the primary chords for the most part, the 1 chord and the 5/7 chord, and you're tying them again. They're tied, you're holding them down for 6 counts. Okay. Not always, but at the start, at least for page 4 it is. And most page 5 it is. Half of page 5 it is. Some of page 5 it is. Okay. The right hand has the melody, so you're going to play the melody a little louder than the left hand. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Notice I'm holding the left hand down. And we got phrasing in here. You can lift up, so we get a little silence in the right hand, not the left, just the right hand. The last 2 measures, the first line, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Second line, work out those notes. Last 2 measures of the second line, both hands are tied. There. Then you got some more of that and you got the rest of the page. Page 5. Now the left hand gets it by itself for 1 line. Then the right hand gets it for 1 line. These are just the chords. The 1 chord, the 4 chord. Remember when I say learn the primary chords, learn them in both hands? If you know the primary chords, this is easy. If you don't know the primary chords, it's time to learn them. And then it goes, on the 3rd line, it goes back to the way it was on page 4. Then you get down to the bottom. Let's talk about the bottom. The last line on page 5. The first 4 measures, you're finishing the song. Then you have a thin and thick bar line. And then you have 2 more measures. And another thin and thick bar line. What? Well, the thin and thick bar line means it's the end of the song. That's the musical symbol for the end of a piece. And what this means is that amen at the end is like a coda. It's an optional. You don't have to play that part. You can end it right there on at the first thin and thick bar line, right there. That's it. You can stop right there. It's fine. The song's over. If you want to add the tag or the coda, the amen, then you keep going. The beat just keeps going. There's no break, and then it ends again. That's what it has. 2 endings, is what I'm saying, and it's up to you if you want to do them both or just the one. When we do the play with me, I'm going to do them both. I want to do the whole thing, and there's just not a lot to point out. There is a little trick I can show you that you can experiment with if you would like. And that has to do with bringing out the melody. It's not quite so difficult to bring out the melody if you can play one hand louder than the other. Like on page 4, the right hand plays louder than the other, you're bringing out the melody. Okay, you'll learn to do that in time. I know it's hard at first, but in time it'll come if you keep at it. Well, over here on page 5, when one hand is playing them all, the top note in that chord is melody. Can you bring that note out? That's not easy to do. That's not really a beginner technique. So what you can do is, if you want, you can just reach down with the right hand and play the top note in the chord in the right hand. There's no rule says you can't. There's no rule that says because those notes are in the bottom staff it has to be left hand. I know there are teachers who actually seem to believe that, and I don't know where they're getting their information because there really is no such rule. So if you want, you can play the top note in the chord in the right hand. Just reach down and you use 1 and 2 on those notes, and then when it's done you ought to come back up because now the right hand's got up here. Well, again, in the second line the top note's melody. But you can, if you want, bring the left hand up and have it play the bottom notes and play the top note with the 4th finger there. In the left hand, you pretty much have to use 1 or 4 and 1, or 4 and 2, 4 and 1. These are the notes the left hand has to play in the chord. So those are the fingers I recommend. So you hear. The hands are almost on top of each other, so you just kind of get them out of the way as best you can. But that's a way of bringing out the melody, and there's nothing wrong with it. It just means you got to move your hands around a bit. So you can decide which way you want to go, or ignore the whole thing and just play the chord. I prefer to bring out the melody, I really do. That's about all I had to say. This is a moderately slow piece. Let's play it together. Again, you got the chord symbols for the guitar players if they want to play. Yeah. I'll give us 3 counts. Let's play it slowly together to check the notes and the rhythms. Hands in C position. 1, ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, 1, 2, 3, tie, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3, tie, 2, 3. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, tie, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3.